Now require national biometric ID enrollment. All public benefit systems will now require national biometric ID enrollment. Benefits will be restored upon chip implantation.
They're making us choose.
Open it up! We need food! It's gone! EBT don't work nowhere!
Power grid outages are continuing across the officials urge residents to remain.
That's it. It really cut us off.
Mama, is this all we got?
To continue receiving nutritional credits, citizens must verify identity via implantable BioID. Please remain calm and follow the directions of registration officials. Can you run it again?
It's not taking any of them.
Did yours go through? All the cards are down?
Hold still. No chip, no eggs.
But I just...
Move along, ma'am.
Come on, baby. Mama? Is this all we got?
Hold out your wrist. Next, hold out your wrist.
I don't want it.
Then you won't eat.
They said it'd come. We just didn't know it'd be like this. All public benefit systems will now require national biometric ID enrollment. Benefits will be restored upon chip implantation.
They're making us choose.
What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, I'm back again, man. I'm just chilling, scrolling, and, pretty much wasting time before I go to sleep. And I want to make a quick video, man. I want to make a quick video because as things are changing globally, nationally, there's the inevitable pretty much that's coming that people don't want to deal with. And I'm going to say this for especially my people, black people. There's a future coming that we don't want to come to truth and terms with. And let me tell you. Look, black people. I'm just tell you this straight up so you get your mind right, your spirit right. You know what I'm saying? So you can just mentally prepare for the dang old future. Okay? So let me tell you what's going to come in the future. Okay? America is not going to be restored. Democracy is not going to be restored. Okay? I don't know what dreams and aspirations y'all think. I don't know what y'all think America is going to be in the future, but it's not going to be nothing like you think it's going to be in the future. Matter of fact, in the very near future, there probably even won't be in America again. Okay, so I just want to tell you, I understand y'all thinking America done went to crap because Trump won the presidency. But let me be the first to tell y'all black people, it's America's destiny to go into shit. You cannot build a whole country on blood, robbery, murder, and stealing, and slave labor, and think that empire is going to last forever. Even the Bible says a town built on blood cannot stand. Okay, black America? I know majority of us, right? We just want to go to work, pay our bills, take care of our families, in hopes and dreams of one day being economically free, and our children can be free to be who they are and got to worry about racism and all this other dang stuff. That's what we want, right? But America ain't gonna be around long enough for us to have that. Okay? So the best thing I can tell you to do is get prepared. Mentally, spiritually, and physically. And that goes on so many dang levels. Get prepared. Be prepared to fight for your life. Be prepared to fight for your dang old freedom. Okay? And be prepared to fight for your damn survival. Okay? Because here in America, us as black people, right? We have a lot of ops, a lot of enemies that a lot of us just don't want to come to terms with. You know what I'm saying? We got these fake alliances. We got these fake friends. We got these fake coalitions. We got all these other dang old fake groups that's wrapped in with us that mean us no good. And so us as a people, we see the writing on the wall. We just want to continue to ignore the writing on the wall in hopes of one day that dang old future will never happen. And let me tell you, it is going to happen. We are going to be forced to fight one way or another. Even if we don't initiate it, we're going to be forced to. Just saying. Because if it ain't racist MAGA people, racist white people, all these other racist dang groups, they all view black Americans as the problem because we are not conforming to this beast called the devil. And what they see as good and righteous and all that dang stuff. So here in America, us as a people, black America, we're public enemy number one. Okay? Just want you to know that. We're public enemy number one. Yes, everybody copies from us. Yes, everybody tries to steal from us and all that stuff. But in all actuality, in their minds, all of them believe that black Americans are public enemy number one. We are in the way of their future that they believe that they have, which they really don't have. You understand? And so this is why I tell you as black Americans, we're in for a fight that we're going to get pushed into. And we're not going to have any friends. Because all these other groups are joined in with Satan and his ilk. You understand what I'm saying? And this is something nobody wants to really talk about. Okay? And which gets on my nerves because if you love somebody, you'll tell them the truth. If you love somebody, you'll get them prepared for what's coming in the future. You won't be keep lying into them and trying to make them feel comfortable and trying to make them feel like something's going to change. Because let me be the first to tell you, nothing is going to change. And if things do change, they're going to change for the worse, not the better. You know? So, black people, if you don't know how to read a map, you might want to learn that. If you don't know how to hunt or fish, you might want to learn that. If you don't know how to defend yourself, you might want to learn that. If you don't know how to use a knife or any kind of dang weapon, whether it's a rifle, a hand, whatever, you might want to learn that. If you don't learn any kind of dang survival kind of skill, you might want to learn that. You might want to learn that, okay? And that's just the truth. Because destiny, this country is going to shit. And at the end of the day, everybody's going to be forced to fend for themselves. And during that time, it's pretty much going to be dog eat dog. You know, the weak are going to be targeted and all that dang stuff. And if you're not prepared, you're just going to be a victim. If you're not prepared, you're just going to be out of luck. Because, I mean, even right here now in America, we're not getting justice as it is. So when everything collapses, you really think you're going to get justice? Just saying. But that's the dang old truth, man. You know, that is the destined end of where we at in the West. You know. Yeah, I just want to tell y'all that because nobody is saying this. Everybody is going on about their day like they don't see the writing on the wall. And they act like just because you choose to ignore it, that's going to change something. But I'm here to tell you, black America, you better get your mind, your body, and your spirit right. Because there's going to come a time where you're going to be tested, you're going to be tried, and you're going to have to protect yourself and your family that's next to you. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to make that dang video. And I hope all y'all have a beautiful night, all right? Good night.
This is
getting ridiculous. Federal workers not being paid. My husband goes to work for 10 hours a day, and we have nothing in the bank. We had to borrow money from our neighbor to buy groceries because we don't have any money. Because he's not getting paid. I don't understand why they can't still pay these workers. They already have the money in the budget. This is ridiculous. They still get paid. Why are they still paid if they don't do their job? Why are they not required to stay at their job until they finish it? What do they expect people to do? I found out they can't turn off our electric and they can't turn off our water. What happens if they don't end up paying these people? What if they don't pay everybody for their work? What happens next month when nobody gets any SNAP benefits? And everybody's hungry and everybody's struggling and there's no help available. What are we paying taxes for? They're not doing anything that helps Americans. Not a thing. They're not even doing their job. The most basic part of their job, which is passing budgets and bills and... I'm really getting frustrated and tired and what are we doing? What's the plan? What's the end game? Because, even if they open everything up back up tomorrow, they're going to do the same thing in a few months. They continuously use this as a tactic, shutting down the government. Here's another question I have. What if they don't open up ever again? What if they just continue doing this? I don't know. Can they do that? Everyone says they can't do this, they can't do that. But here they are doing whatever they want. At what point is this a coup? I don't... How much longer are people like my husband, all these workers, expected to give up at least 40 hours of their life with no pay? They're all short-staffed, they're all overworked, they're all tired, they're all stressed out, and they're not even getting paid. They can't feed their families. I don't even recognize this country anymore.
Hey, here's a danger I thought about while I was sitting here in the car about this government shutdown, and everybody needs to pay attention. So my thought is this, that since we have this government shutdown and they have shut down people's food stamps, a lot of mothers on WIC have lost their benefits. People are losing their Section 8 benefits, stuff like that. My thought is you all need to be careful when you're going to the grocery store. My thought on this is because when people have now lost all their ability to be able to get food like they used to, including their paychecks, including food stamps, etc., where do you think they're going to start looking for? They're going to start looking for the most vulnerable people, which is the people that are still able to go to the grocery store because they still have some money. And so what they're going to do is they're going to wait in the parking lot for people that are coming out with grocery carts full of food, and they're going to attempt to try to rob you just for your food. So I'm trying to put this warning out there. Please, if you're going grocery shopping, carry some type of defense tool or you know what to be able to defend yourself if possible, because this is the next step that these criminals are going to start doing. They're going to start going to the most vulnerable places, which is going to be parking lots of grocery stores. So y'all take care, and please be safe in these times.
It's going down.
Everybody who out here shining, pulling up in big expensive cars, jewelry. Listen to me. Listen to your brother Corey. Them days are fading. Shining while in the streets is not the thing to do.
Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Baruch Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Baruch Hashem, Rakak Wadash, the honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, Did You Know? Lord will, you are edified. Video was inspired from the TikTok platform. And the page is Aaron Parnas. Fair use, posted on 10/28. News, ICE rapidly expands surveillance of your social media.
Surveillance state-like system and will be surveilling billions of we have some news right now. ICE is rapidly expanding its surveillance state-like system and will be surveilling billions of social media posts, including yours, especially those who are anti-ICE, anti what the Trump administration is doing. And here's what you need to know about it. According to the lever, ICE has inked a $5.7 million contract to procure a surveillance item called Signal Labs. Historically, it's been used by the Israeli military, by the Pentagon, and now it's going to be used by ICE for a period of up to 5 years. This program allows ICE to monitor upwards of 8 billion social media posts per day. Now, this comes after an earlier Wired article suggested that ICE is building out a surveillance system type like state, rapidly expanding its surveillance capabilities of Americans. ICE is rapidly increasing the equipment it has to surveil you and your social media profiles. And more people need to know about it, so please spread the word.
It's over. All right, so let's go to standard. Isaiah chapter 59:19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, the east, when the enemy, the Edomites, in the form of their military, shall come in like a flood. The spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. Now that standard is some form of divine intervention. And we also can equate who? ICE. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, we can equate ICE to this prophecy. With that being said, let's go to Revelation chapter 12:12. Therefore rejoice, you heavens, and you that dwell in them, from Yahweh to Yahweh Shah, the heavenly host, and our fellow Akim, and our sisters. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. The devil, and his physical counterpart are the Edomites, beginning with their nobility. So-called white people whose lineage goes back to Esau based on their father's lineage. And again, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. A short time to do what? So let's go to Job chapter 5 and verse 12, he disappoint the devices of the crafty. Okay, the crafty are these international bankers, Edomites, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Their enterprise is what? The New World Order. And all this is a device of the crafty. And all their devices, okay, all their objectives is to attain the New World Order. All right, so we are here, no more slowing down. So with that being said, cry for wine, Salakia, Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 11. There is a crying for wine. The wine is who? Or Salakia, the wine is what? This truth in the streets. So yes, the prophets will be removed off the streets. The videos will be removed off YouTube. Okay? All joy is darkened. The American dream is over. The mirth of the land is gone. Shit is about to get serious. Okay? Now it's serious now, but extremely serious. One more. This is Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 6. Wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evenings shall spoil them. A leopard shall watch over their cities. Everyone that goeth out there shall be torn in pieces, because their transgressions are many and their backslidings are increased. Now the reason why I brought this out, a leopard shall watch over their cities. And in this current time, or this modern time, what is that talking about? Esau's surveillance. Okay, his surveillance system. So we are here. Okay, so we need to embrace, okay, for the worst, but at the same time, maintain our faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Okay, accept our reality. It is what it is. Lord will, this was edifying. Shalom.
Shalom.
Y'all, it's going to be looking like the purge out here pretty soon. It's going to be real bloody pretty soon. Y'all better watch y'all surroundings. Make sure your kids are safe. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's going to look like the purge. It's going to look like the purge. It's going to look like the purge pretty soon. I feel it, y'all. Oh my God.
A king and a dictator doesn't need a Congress, doesn't need a Supreme Court. You don't need any of that stuff. It is a complete and total concentration of power in one person, or the people behind them, we should say. So to expect anything other than just a complete domination kind of attitude, and you think he's going to step in and do anything about SNAP benefits? They want the chaos. Why can't people get that through their heads? They want people breaking into other homes in order to feed their families. They want the chaos. And he's not going to care, other than to step in then and declare either the Insurrection Act or martial law. But what are you expecting? from either our Congress or from them. I don't care that your health insurance has gone 4 times what it was. And now you're looking at the fact that you cannot go to a doctor and you have a life-threatening illness. They don't care. 100 million people left in the United States, the bald evil one, that look like me. By any means they can get it. But he doesn't need anything else. He has what he wants. They have what they want. Because he's not even in control of his own damn mind. The people behind him that are running the show are this close to having exactly what they want. It's all that matters. I've been saying get ready for the longest time. And people do desperate things. Desperate people will do desperate things. I've been shouting it on my main account for months. And now people are going, oh shit. No kidding. Come on, friends. Come on. You won't keep what you can't protect. And it's meant to be that way. That's what they want.